What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Simply Reliable Studios presentation, the final one for WrestleMania week. NXT After Stand and Deliver, the NXT After Mania. We are still in Las Vegas, Nevada, because that is where this event is being held. Come House of Glory on Friday, all this will disappear. But it is I, the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams, Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz, your standard NXT coverage team. How are we doing tonight, Walter?
In all honesty, I'm on a natural high right now that has nothing to do with this, but we can't reveal stuff, but just stay tuned to the channel. Please subscribe. We literally just had a business meeting and big things are coming, people. Please stay tuned. We can't say what it is just yet, but like I'm still over the moon over what just happened to us a few minutes ago. But we got to change focus to NXT. I'm happy. If Raw was any indication of what we're in store for, I cannot wait. This what 32 minutes, 22 minutes for it
Yeah,
to
for
start.
real. For real. And I mean, what happened last night does play directly into one of the matches here tonight as La Primera Stephanie Vakir defends her championship against Roxanne Perez.
hmm And after what happened last night, we have no idea what indication that happened, especially when you got Julia lurking around.
hmm Plus, we still don't know who attacked Bailey.
hmm
Is that going to factor into it?
I don't know. We can theorize a lot, but wow, what a show. But I like they did it again. There's only a few things that we actually know, and they did it on Raw where they only advertised a few things and they didn't show everything. And I feel like that formula actually works.
hmm
Doesn't work with the graphics department with us, but it works in other departments.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, it's difficult to try to run production and advertise when you don't know what the hell is about to happen. But it makes for more realistic live reactions
hmm
because you have no idea what's going to happen.
hmm
If I had known about Io Sky and Stephanie Vakir prior to it happening last night, I
hmm
probably wouldn't have been sitting here in my room crying as it happened. Real talk,
You
you
probably
know.
even would have took the day off too.
I know I would have been pissed that I switched shifts because once again, fuck you for getting to call that. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have been sitting here in tears watching it if I had already known about it. But the sheer surprise of Stephanie's music hitting, her coming out, the match, which was phenomenal, you know.
Phenomenal indeed.
And I do apologize, people. I am multitasking here, trying to get things situated for tonight,
hmm
getting messages from people on all different platforms. James just messaged me.
hmm
I've been trying to communicate with Jeff regarding the opportunity being presented
hmm
our way.
I still got
Um,
tear in my eye over it.
Woo!
We'll definitely keep you guys posted. But I mean, connections are the. I talked about it in spaces earlier about WWE connecting puzzle pieces. We are simply reliable studios. We got a puzzle building as well.
Yes, sir.
But
All right.
to get to NXT, one thing I'm worried about, the tag team titles just not meaning anything again. They started to do it when Bianca and Jade had it, or when Naomi and Bianca. It started to get some credibility, and now they just hot shotted it. So it either is giving away what's going to happen tonight, or do they hot shot it again? Which to me is, you're devaluing the titles again. So I'm a little nervous about how they do this.
Well, and I've been given a little bit more thought into that. And while on the one hand, you devalue the titles if you move them again, let's also not forget that come this Sunday at Rebellion, Gigi and Tatum have a chance to become Knockouts Tag Champions. So if you move it to them and then they win those titles, you unify the titles. Hold on a second. I know something just kicked on. I'm not sure how well you can hear it. I need to turn that down.
I can't hear anything. But I know I got to chill out because I'm watching on regular TV, and I know I can't pause and rewind, so it's gonna be hard to sync up.
Okay. I've got it muted. All right. Okay. I can take the foot off the gas at least for a little bit until the show starts now.
Mm.
But if they unify the titles, then the hot shotting paid off,
Mhm.
because TNA's knockouts division and especially the tag division is starting to go down. You've got so many solid singles in the knockouts division that you don't really have a lot of tag teams.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, NXT is thriving with both singles and tags. So you unify the titles, then the titles can travel across all four shows: Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and Impact. And
Mhm.
whoever gets the titles has to be allowed to compete on all the brands, which is something that has to be thought of when you go to do title changes. You know, Liv and Raquel, if the titles get unified, would have to compete on Impact.
Mm.
Then you've got the main roster crossover we've been calling for,
Hell yeah.
all centered around the women's divisions. Because the main roster WWE women's division is suffering. We'll be polite and leave it there. Even with the mid card titles, it's suffering. You've got some great names, some great talents, but it could be a lot better. NXT is thriving. TNA is kind of 50-50.
Yep, that's true.
So you unify those tag titles, and now it's a whole other ball game. And now things like we've been talking about, where we could have a Flair and a Blanchard as a tag team, come a little bit closer to being a reality.
Mhm.
You know, what about Masha and Natalia as a tag team,
Ooh. That
or
one didn't even come
Masha
to
and
mind.
Shayna?
Mhm.
Both
Damn.
Masha and Shayna have history in Bloodsport, and Natty just debuted over there.
Damn, you give me some good ideas. I I mean, I get it. I really, really want the one I said with the Flair Blanchard, but just give me any kind of crossover.
Serious. And Evolution is a great place for it, especially if that happens. I mean, we've got to get the announcement here coming sooner rather than later. So, because at the end of the day, those are the only matches we know about. Roxanne and Stephanie, Liv and Raquel versus Gigi and Tatum. Now you can almost bet, and here I go being Nostradamus here. You can almost bet Obafemi is going to have something to say. You can almost bet Sol Ruka is going to have some kind of big show out. And you can almost bet that Stax and Tony D is going to further evolve. Or I should say, devolve. Looks like Walter is having conversation probably with his wife. So we'll let him come back in when he can here. Because you're muted. Okay, he's on a phone call. Yeah, Julia is going to be part of the show too, I'm sure, but we've only got two things announced right now. And if I'm WWE, I'm bookending the show with those. Let everything in the middle fall where it may. Start with the tag titles, end it with Stephanie and Roxanne. Let that be the main event.
Got to be the main event. Sorry, I'm multitasking with work and stuff, but yeah. Um,
Sorry,
that's all I would.
the way you were looking to the side made it look
Hmm.
like you're talking to your wife or somebody in the
Oh
room there.
no, I'm in the hotel alone for 3 days. I'm all
Okay,
alone. I'm getting my rest.
got. Hey, I wish, man. Today was my only day off until Friday. I go back to work tomorrow, Thursday, and then I don't work again until I think like May the 4th.
I got Wednesday and Thursday off usually, and Thursdays usually I train like new drivers, and I don't have to train this Thursday, so I literally. But I mean, I could do the other part of my job, the physical driving part, which I will to make some extra money because I'm a hustler. But I get the rest. My wife and I do that. We take turns, give each other rest like that, and it works. Like she gets a few days to herself. It's only fair. She works her ass off. It's the
Right.
least I can do for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with 3 kids, whew, drives you off the wall.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
I'm just looking forward to what we got. 9 minutes, it's the slowest 9 minutes ever. I just went by post Mania NXT.
Right?
Especially after what happened last night. It's like I don't know where to go. Can you imagine? You know how Raw and SmackDown are treated to promote new people that got called up to NXT. I'm from NXT. What if they use
Mhm.
NXT to call up LFG or Evolve people, and they make their NXT debuts?
It's not a bad idea. I don't know if I would do it this year.
Next year, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I would wait till next year because Evolve didn't start that long ago. Evolve started
Hmm.
in March. So people haven't been on Evolve that long. Plus, a lot of those guys are, in this WWE ID tournament. So
Mhm.
I'd maybe hold off till next year. Let's go through that tournament. Let's establish our first ever WWID men's and women's champion. Let's
Mhm.
have about a year on the indie circuit, bouncing around defending those titles. And then come NXT After Mania next year. Absolutely.
Mhm. Now it becomes its own thing. Every year, somebody's getting called up from those lower
Mm-hmm.
levels to NXT.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about that earlier, especially because imagine next year. Now you get Swipe Right officially on NXT. You get Cappuccino officially on NXT.
I
I'm
think
here.
Swipe Right. I still think Swipe Right are going to be tag team champions by the end of this year on
Hell
NXT.
yeah. Hell yeah. You can see it coming.
But because don't forget, NXT traditionally has the breakout tournaments.
Mhm.
I could see Evolve people being in those breakout tournaments.
Yep. I would do that. Here we go, giving away gold again.
Ice Williams, Cappuccino Jones, Sam Holloway. Maybe not Swipe Right because they're better as a tag team. Let's not have them in the tournament as singles guys.
Mhm.
But Jackson Drake, who runs with them, could be,
Mhm.
you know,
Callie, what's her name?
Jack Cartwheel.
Jack Hart will definitely.
Put him in the breakout tournament. And then on the women's side of things, you got Zeta Steele, you got Callie Armstrong, you got
Mhm.
Kylie Ray,
Callie
Zara Zacher.
Kelly Armstrong, man, she's got star written all over it. Looks alone before she even gets in the ring.
Mm, so yeah,
I hope.
definitely. I like that idea, Walter. And you know what? That might be something we can chat about a little bit on shenanigans this week.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm sure there's going to be plenty to talk about coming out of this week of wrestling, but
Mhm.
that's definitely a good talking point.
Hell yeah.
What's
And then.
going on, Safet? Good to see you in the chat again, Christopher. I know your son's in the chat, Jamboree.
Mhm. Mhm. I just saw that he put that's not nice. Because I was talking to that about having the kid.
Mm.
I don't even know what you're doing up. Ain't you sick? Uh,
Ooh.
That
Ooh.
poor guy. I really, I hope it's just food poison. Uh, It's weird to say, but I hope it's just food poison rather than what it seems to be.
Mm.
What's up, Charles? Yeah, I'm trying to. I just need a good show, and I'm glad that we get to watch it together because then when I could bring up NXT in the spaces tomorrow, you would have actually seen it.
Yeah. Well, I
Cause
usually
and
watch it on, unless I'm working, then I
mm,
always watch it on Wednesdays regardless because I just will wait until 8 o'clock my time when my local CW channel shows it on the Spectrum cable.
mm, oh yeah,
So I
that's right.
usually see it Wednesday regardless. I just have to see it at West Coast time.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I don't have CW at all. I have the app and I can watch it the next day. Because
Yeah.
YouTube TV costs way too much. I wish CW was part of like uh Sling TV, but I mean, go figure. ABC is not even part of Sling TV because, and I was reading the rules that they don't have national broadcasting channels sometimes because then they would have to raise their price.
Hmm.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, we should be in the. I've been watching. Sometimes I just suffer through whatever's on before. You gotta watch what you gotta watch. I'm not the biggest Modern Family fan, but I'm just like pushing through it to get to NXT so I don't try to find the channel again.
See, and I think we've got completely different streams because I don't think I've got Modern Family.
Uh,
Mine
oh
looks
yeah.
like it's more of a drama that I'm watching.
Oh, how much? Yeah, I got it on the actual CW network because I'm in the hotel, so I got it
Oh,
on
that's
cable
true.
TV. Yeah.
What's going on, Matt? Good to see you. You can still bring up the comments, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what we got? 3 minutes? Maybe we can run the trailer, and then by the time we come back, NXT's ready.
Not a
Could run
bad
our
idea.
Yeah, we run our trailer and the Tiffany one back to back. That should take up to 3 minutes.
Good call. Good call. We will
Yeah.
do that.
All right.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Hey, you there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Don't you know it's a sin to watch without subscribing? That's right. Make sure you're subscribed right now to Rage of Wrestling. Would you really want to miss their shenanigans Saturday? That's right. Subscribe. And if you're on Twitch, which I know you are, because all the cool cats are, make sure you're also subscribing to SRS 1983. I mean, come on. What are you doing just watching? Make that commitment. Be a part of the 1%, the best at everything. Even I've done it. That's right. Subscribe now. Why? Because La Princesa said so. Don't make me repeat. Subscribe. Rage of Wrestling. Rage of Wrestling. Say it with me. YouTube now. Rage of Wrestling. Subscribe on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch, you better subscribe to SRS 1983. Get it? Got it? Bueno.
She scares me the way she's. You better.
Do what she said and do it now.
Right? Subscribe, damn it.
Hey, you don't want to piss off a woman in general, but you definitely don't want to piss off a Latina woman,
Oh no. Especially a princess.
right?
Alright, what are you getting on your feed?
I've still got whatever the show is
Uh,
that's on here. Looks like it's going to the end credits because the little like picture in picture here.
hmm.
God damn these freaking pop ups.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I got a Papa John's commercial.
That might be your final one because that was what I got a Papa John commercial before it actually said then. It's just weird because the TV's to
Now
the
it went
right.
into some other TV show. I don't even think they have it on the right channel.
Oh my lord.
All this waiting and they don't even have it on the right channel because it's a CBS, not a CW presentation.
Mm. Usually it's either Big Bang Theory that came on before it or Modern Family.
Come on.
Apologize for any dead air, folks, but we're trying to get technology. You know how it is.
This is the downside about using some of the sites that we have to use sometimes, people. Do not
Mm-hmm.
envy us.
Not at all.
Okay.
Got it
I'm seeing highlights from last night.
from Stand and Deliver.
No, from okay, yeah, Stand and Deliver.
Ugh.
I saw Stephanie. I thought it was the match from Raw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they went into Stand and Deliver, which we got the call. Awesome.
And now I'm seeing highlights from the main event. There's Trick Williams on the turnbuckle. There's Javon Evans, Oba. Trick knee, neck breaker. I don't know if you're able to pause your hotel TV to get synced up. I'm trying to let you know where I am. There's the
Nah,
3
it's okay.
count. Oba's got his arms in the air.
I know how to play it off.
Okay,
But
cool.
I can't believe both of us had Oba losing the title. Just two different people with the whole revolution or reveal, and both of us got played. Like what the hell?
There's a nice exterior shot of Las Vegas, Nevada, where we wrap up these festivities. Stand and Deliver NXT After Stand and Deliver, the final WWE show in Las Vegas before they move on. At the Fontainebleau, where the official hotel for the WWE, where the Hall of Fame was, the roast was. And looks like we're going to start off with those tag titles, kind of like I called it. Shawn almost made it onto the top 10 Def Rebel list. Just a couple of songs edged it out. I think it came in like number 12 out of all the instrumentals that I had on my list. Which I know surprises people that I would have something Liv Morgan ranked that high. But her theme song is a banger. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I have my thing on full screen here so that the little pop-up ads don't block. So I'm going to need you to bring up comments and stuff as the matches go, okay?
Gotcha.
Corey Graves, Booker T, Vic Joseph, ringside for the commentary, per the usual. And here come the challengers, Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan. Is Shotzi with them? We saw Shotzi return for Stand and Deliver, but she's not out there right now.
Right?
Interesting. See, that's a problem that I have with this whole thing. And I love me some Shotzi, but like if you were able to be there for Stand and Deliver, why aren't you here for the title opportunity?
It's the same
You know what I
problem with
mean?
Big E in the New Day. That's how I feel. It's the same issue with Big E in the New Day. How are you here for when you want to be, and then when we need you, you're nowhere to be found.
Mhm.
I don't know about starting with the tag titles, man. So
What's up?
I don't know about starting with the tag title match, but I mean you were right. You
Well,
start with
keep
that
in
and then
mind,
you
we only
bookend it.
know two matches. So may as well start
True.
with one of the ones we know, end with the other one we know, and then everything in the middle is just kind of like a little grab bag.
Surprise.
You don't know what you're going to grab
Yeah.
into.
Mhm.
Bell sounds here for the opening contest. Looks like it's going to be Tatum Paxley starting things off with Liv Morgan.
Mm.
You also got to figure wherever Liv and Raquel are, the Judgment Day can't be that far behind. Will any of them play a factor into this match? And is
Mhm.
Shotzi lurking in the shadows? Even though she's not out here right now, could she be backstage in case there is that little bit of interference?
Hey, right? You never know who's lurking.
Tatum takes Liv down to the mat. Liv kind of slowly backing her way back to her partner, Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Rodriguez.
Wow.
Matrix move, duck the clothesline from Raquel. Front face lock from Raquel onto Tatum, and now just swinging her, showing off the display of power that Raquel has, and just throwing her face first onto the mat like she's a fly.
Mhm.
Grabbing her by the hair, bringing her back in the corner. Tag to Liv Morgan. Look at that again. Irish whip from Raquel sends Liv into Tatum. Dinner splash from Raquel. Nice drop kick from Liv, rocks Tatum.
Mm. Damn.
Hook of the leg, gets one, gets two. Tatum kicks out.
No way you getting a pin that early.
Well, but you got to figure in Liv's mind, Tatum is nowhere near her level.
True.
Gigi gets the tag, comes in now. Nice shotgun drop kick, rocks Liv. Liv tags to Raquel.
Damn, Raquel is built, dude. She's one of the diesel ones that nobody gives credit to.
Well, I've always given her credit. I liked her when I first saw her in my NXT in the 2.0 era.
Mhm.
Nice springboard by Gigi into a snapmare onto Raquel. Gigi charges in. Gigi now climbing to the top rope here.
Mm.
Flying crossbody. Raquel misses her mark in catching her for a smooth transition, but still power slams her with the force. Puts the leg, gets two.
Funny how
Raquel grabs Tatum and just throws her into the corner for no apparent reason. Goes
just
for a
to
pin. Gigi had Raquel rolled up there with the distraction. Go ahead, Walter.
it's to show that she can. It's funny that Raquel and Liv both had red on in WrestleMania, and now they got the black and their opponents got the red. I wonder if that's like a little nod. Remember how Ric Flair wore different kind of little outfits when he was losing the title, like little hints that he wasn't going over.
Good call. Great moonsault from Tatum takes out Liv and Raquel on the outside here. Look at us again.
Damn.
And we go to commercial. Fuck television.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think that was after the Tiffany thing. What is this damn cheese commercial? Oh, that's a Bounty commercial. Commercials aren't what they used to be. At least we had cool commercials when we were younger. Now these commercials are just annoying and repetitive. You used to
You're
go.
right.
You used to be able to go watch a show and only see the same commercial maybe twice. This one is like every other commercial is the same one.
Right. Or at least the same theme. Like you'll go from a Papa John's commercial to a Popeyes commercial to Red Robin commercial, back to a Pizza Hut commercial. It's like, man, to an Olive Garden commercial. Like, bro, I don't need to sit here for 3.5 minutes looking at food that I can't eat.
Right? Then they'll say America's all fat. Every other commercial that you said is a freaking food commercial.
See, now I got Liberty Mutual. Then you'll go to the General. Then you'll go to Geico, and it'll be just like all the insurance companies. It's like, come on, y'all. Like, at least mix the shit up.
Uh, and not even like at least, and then you know when they're about to come back because the last commercial will be something on the CW, like a. I'm not saying Law and Order's on CW, but for example, like a Law and Order, like if it was on USA, you'll see a Law and Order, and then you know, oh, that's the last commercial.
Mm-hmm.
These commercials.
Excuse me.
Mm. How many times has Liv and Raquel champs now? This the fourth?
I believe this is their fourth together.
They're just stacking numbers like Charlotte.
And we are back.
There we go.
Asserting her dominance here.
Mm.
Tatum gets a jawbreaker, ducks under the clothesline, but eats the second one from Raquel. Raquel gets the tag to Liv.
There we go. Frequent tagging, smart.
Yeah. Liv going for shades of Dominic Guerrero here. There's the second of three amigos. Popping the hips. Will she get the third here? Gets the three amigos. Gets a little shoulder shimmy.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Step up in Seguri there from Liv. Hooks the leg. Gets a 2 count on Tatum.
Mm. Has Liv grown on you at all? I know how you feel about her, but lately has she been proving herself to you? It's like,
Look. And timestamp this so James can clip it. Okay? Okay. I won't deny Liv is a worker. My issue with Liv really began when she injured Rhea for real.
Mhm.
Because Rhea injuring Liv was an angle.
Mhm.
Liv wasn't legitimately injured. Liv injured Rhea for real.
Mhm.
That's when my heat with Liv really began. Because who's to say Rhea couldn't have walked into Mania this year, still champion, and we couldn't have had Rhea versus Liv for the title after an almost 2-year reign from Rhea Ripley. And Liv could have gotten her revenge. Instead of doing the whole Rhea got injured, Battle Royal, Becky gets it, Becky loses it to Liv, Liv loses it back to Rhea, Rhea loses it to Io, you know,
Mhm.
and her laugh just irritates the shit out of me. That's the other thing. Her laugh just irritates the ever living shit out of me.
I think it was supposed to.
Well, the thing is like I've heard her do that laugh in like
Mhm.
normal interviews. That's like her legit laugh. That's just irritating. Oh, Gigi off the top rope to Raquel there. Raquel in
Ooh.
position. Tatum up top now. 450 splash onto Raquel. Gigi pins 1, 2. Liv gets the breakup.
Oh. Oh my god! I thought she had it.
You and me both. Step up Inseguri from Tatum. Rocks Liv. Sends her to the outside. Now Gigi has Raquel here. Tag to Tatum. Double team there from Tatum and Gigi. Brings Raquel to her knees. Head scissors. Tag from Gigi. Boots rocks Raquel here from Tatum. Double team headbutts there from Gigi and Tatum. Going for cemetery drive, but Liv off the top catches with a code breaker. Gigi gets caught by Raquel and turned into the Tejana bomb. Oblivion.
Oh,
That's
it's over
gonna
at
do
this
it.
point.
Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. The champs retain.
Oh. Now come on, have Julia and Roxanne confront them.
Well, Roxanne ain't gonna do nothing. She's got to get ready for her match at the end of the
Oh
night.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Hmm? Well, this proves that what happened at Mania was just about the moment and to further the story they were going to do yesterday. It wasn't about the titles.
Mm-hmm. But it still sucks, like Liv or not, it still sucks to interrupt her reign that she was having just for a 24-hour title run.
Mm-hmm.
And it just adds to the fact that Liv and Raquel haven't had a title reign over like 50 days, I don't think. And they're
Oh yeah, you're
4-time
right.
champions. So
Mm.
they've
So,
always kind of been transitional champs. So it was like, so now if they hold these titles for like 75 days
hmm
before they finally lose them, it's like you had a 100 and something plus day reign, almost 130, 140-day reign interrupted for a 24-hour reign.
I told you they're doing the Charlotte to them. Look, they're trying to equal her divorces too.
Damn it. They've already surpassed her divorces. Lexis King with Penn and Teller.
What are they gonna do here? Oh yeah, we got to bring back
Remember, they
the
made
cup.
the Heritage Cup disappear, so they've got to bring it back for them.
Yeah. Let's see if they can.
And
Or will they?
saying Lexus has to defend it or he doesn't get it back. Shakes Penn's hand, shakes Teller's hand. Penn locks Teller into the little booth there. Against a surprise.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Heritage Cup, Heritage Cup. Who hasn't been around for a while? I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up, and then it's somebody like Eddie Thorpe or some shit.
Nah. This is the NXT After Stand and Deliver. It's where we either get a huge return or a huge debut. Now, last night we saw the return of Rusev. We've been hearing that somebody else is on their way back, or we've been seeing their promos on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be Aleister Black?
Could be. My guess would be maybe a crossover from TNA, maybe.
Or could it be somebody from Evolve?
If they use that,
you were talking about the whole Evolve coming up to NXT, and we were saying maybe next year, could it be somebody like that? Could it be a Jack Cartwheel or a Cappuccino Jones?
please be Cappuccino Jones. It's a cup. It's a cup.
I don't know if
Please.
I can handle the coffee puns today, bro. I don't. With everything that's been going on this week, I don't know if I can handle the coffee puns, bro.
It is a cup.
Cup of Joe for Cappuccino Jones.
Mm-hmm. And then he's one that can afford the loss too. It's like, all right, you stepping up to big business, and it's Lexus King you lost to. It's not like, I mean, good for you for even just showing up and challenging. So it wouldn't be somebody from like a swipe right, because they're on their way up, and you don't want them to lose right now. So no, who else, who's been in? I'm trying to think who's been injured and away for a while.
Well, I did hear, I don't know what this person's AEW contract status is, so let me say that.
Mm-hmm.
But I did hear that somebody who is known through AEW, who we talk a lot about how they've seriously fumbled,
Mm-hmm.
canceled an independent date this week that they were supposed to be on so that they could meet with WWE this weekend.
Mm.
Depending on what that person's contract status is, could it be them? And just so you know who I'm speaking of, since I'm speaking a little bit secretively, his name is Wardlow.
Mm. Could be.
We've also talked about how, where is Scorpio Sky? I see him doing independent dates, but he's not on AEW TV. Has he quietly left the company? His Man of the Year tag team partner is here. Could it be Sky? Could it be somebody from TNA? Could it be somebody from AAA? Since they just acquired the promotion. We saw El Hijo del Vikingo in the crowd for the match with Rey Fenix versus El Grande Americano. Could it be
Mm-hmm.
Vikingo? And that's a good way to kind of start the push towards when worlds collide. Because we
Well,
know he's in Vegas. He was in the crowd.
that's true. AAA person, you were absolutely that's a good call.
You know, who was the partner of Lexus Keenan, the Varsity Blonde?
Uh-huh.
EW. Could it be him? I'm not sure if they're still even under contract or not, or if
We'll
they
find
left
out.
here recently in the cuts.
We'll find out if they freaking cut off commercials.
Now we're getting a Penn and Teller Fool Us promo Fridays, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central on the CW.
Ah,
Clearly,
that
that's
means
why they were part of this weekend. Oh, we're getting some footage from Bloodsport here. Charlie Dempsey coming out to the ring for his fight. And now Tavion Heights. Great belly to belly takedown from Heights. Mounted punches, rocking his opponent. Referee calls. Both members of NQCC winning their Bloodsport matches. There's Miles Bourne and RenXT. That needs to be a T-shirt, by the way. People, come on.
you ran NXT. Oh yeah.
Yeah, RenXT, WRENXT.
Mm-hmm.
They're being approached by the Dark State.
Uh-oh. Are they gonna ask him to join? I hope not. Don't NWO this and start adding a bunch of people. All you need is the one leader.
Miles Bourne and Javon Evans against two members of Dark State.
You may have been wrong Saturday, or yeah, Saturday, JJ, but it might come here. It ain't a coincidence that Javon has this match now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Miles Bourne was like, once my crew gets back, we'll run on you. And then Javon showed up, man. And can I just say how cute Ren was looking in her little outfit there? Ren is underrated, both as an in-ring and in looks. She don't get the praise that some of the others get for her looks. Ren is adorable as hell. When she had
True.
the two little balls up on her head, the little buns.
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend people follow Ren on especially Instagram because every Wednesday is Ren's Day. And she'll put up
Mm.
a little reel where she answers fans' questions. Happy Ren's Day.
That's cool.
That's what really got her over for me. Like, I was kind of meh on Ren, but then I
Mm-hmm.
started seeing those videos and I was like, okay, she's sassy. She's got a sense of humor. She's cute. She got herself over with her outside of the ring stuff. As we hear from the North American champ, absolute Ricky Saints.
I wonder who comes out to him or confronts him or whatever. Gotta hear
Talking
from
about how
him.
he defended the title against Ethan Page successfully.
Hmm.
Says he's made good on his promises since he stepped foot into NXT. Everything he said he's turned to reality.
He's right.
Stand and Deliver was surreal, but it felt so good to do it against Ethan Page.
Mm-mm.
And here comes Lexis Keen.
What the hell does this have to do with anything? Well, I guess Alexis was one of the ones that interrupted about the North American title a couple weeks ago, right? When when everybody else interrupted. Wonder what he's gonna have to say. Wonder if
Lexis says he's got to defend his title tonight, and if Ricky doesn't get out of here, he's going to set his sights on the North American title.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky says that King keeps writing checks that his ass can't cash.
That's overused.
Lexis saying no one likes Ricky. They love the Keen.
I beg to differ, my friend. I beg to differ.
Says if Ricky's so confident, give him what he wants. Put the title on the line against him next week.
Next week?
Because Lexis has to defend the Heritage Cup tonight, so he's saying next week he gets a shot at the North American title.
Let's see if Ricky accepts.
Next week, Heritage Cup versus North American title. Winner takes all.
Well, now you just gave away that he's retaining the cup.
That's assuming he wins, though. I mean, you may think it's obvious, but not necessarily.
It's gonna have a lot to do with who the hell this mystery person is.
I mean, who's to say he doesn't lose the title here? And then because he loses the title, it's like, well, I signed on for title versus cup. You no longer have the cup, sir, so you don't get your title match.
That's true.
You know, it would be kind of dickish of Ricky, but it would be a great way to get out of it.
But if he gets out of it,
it's for a winner takes all match, and you no longer have anything for me to take.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should take on the guy that beats you in a winner takes all match. And when you have something that I desire, we can talk again. You know, like that would be an interesting way to go around it.
Yeah, but Alexis will just say you're just scared of me.
So to those of you in the chat, who do you think the mystery opponent is going to be for Lexis King? Let us know. Sound off.
Yeah, sound off. I would love it to be some big time crossover TNA person. Imagine if it's a female.
Hey, that would be dope.
Yeah.
I'd be all about it.
I would see if Masha wasn't the champ. I could see her doing some shit like that.
I could see Tessa doing it. Let's not forget, Tessa was the first woman to hold the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've got Tessa crossing the line.
Mm-hmm.
I got an idea.
What?
I got an idea. And I'm going to
Uh-oh.
say it before it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Lexis Keen versus the King of TNA, Frankie Kazarian.
Cup for cup. Oh no, his isn't called the cup. It's called Call Your Shot, right?
Yeah, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Keen versus Keen. Both of them have trophies right now.
Not a bad
And
call.
that way you could use Ethan Page, who you know who's in the ring building, and possibly if Joe Hendry laid low for the rest of the day to help further their storyline going into Rebellion this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling it Frankie Kazarian.
Mm-hmm.
Showing commercial for Talladega Speedway races this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
No
so
Ricky Bobby.
So Ruka, what's her partner, Zarya?
Yes.
So Ruka got the North American. Imagine Zarya comes out and challenges for the cup.
Speaking of Soul and Zarya, there they are with Hank and Tank.
What the hell is this? Just celebrate? Oh my god, Thea is too much. Thea is a lot.
Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
And now that's a lot. Miss Parker's a lot.
Saying the last thing she needs is Thea and her energy.
Mm.
Damn, all these people hating on Thea showing back up.
They say
Almost
she's
makes me wonder if she's going to get called up.
They're saying she's annoying. Her energy is a bit to take.
See, her energy is why I love her.
Yeah.
You can just feel the vibes. All right, who's it going to be?
I don't know. My TV just went dark.
It's Noam Dar.
Oh.
It's Noam Dar.
Can I turn off the TV, please?
Noam Dar is back. The king of the Heritage Cup. The leader of the Metaphor. Noam Dar returns.
Hey, wait. The crowd is actually cheering for him.
Because he's been gone.
Made them miss him, I guess,
I'm actually
right?
kind of happy to see him. Like, I still don't know if I want him around long term, but like, dude dominated the Heritage Cup.
He sure did.
Bell sounds here. Noam Dar versus Lexis Keen. Now, let's not forget, the rules have changed since Noam Dar was the Heritage Cup champion.
Mm-hmm.
Boot to the midsection from Dar. Superman punch, pair of them. Big kick rocks Lexis Keen here. Lexis ducks the clothesline. Waist lock on Noam Dar. Standing reversal. Flips Keen over, hooks the legs. There's two. Keen gets a kick out.
I can't believe
Enzuigiri
that.
misses Dar. Dar traps Keen in an ankle lock. Roll through by Keen sends Dar into the corner. Dar off the ropes here. Big ol' Yakuza kick. Rocks Keen off the other rope. Just a PK to the chest.
Damn.
Drop kick to the face of Keen there. Hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. Keen kicks out. Traps Keen's arms. Now just grinding his palm and his tape into the cheek of Keen there. Now doing the other side.
This is
Almost giving him
interesting.
a bit of a shave there.
Yeah, this is interesting because there was a time where the Heritage Cup and Noam Dar were inseparable. Like,
They were synonymous with one each other.
dude, he had a death grip on that thing.
Sleeper hold onto Keen, has the legs grapevine around the waist. Keen able to run into the ring post there, gets Dar off of him.
It was to the point you and I.
Elbow to the back of Dar's head, goes in for the pinfall, gets a 2 count.
It shows what going away and actually making somebody miss you, because it was to the point where I was like, can somebody just get that thing off of him? I was getting tired of it.
And the fact that the Meta Girls got over without him, like, you can seriously say that he was holding them back. Because when they were a stable, Dar, Mensa, Legend, Jackson, they weren't getting over. They were getting go away heat. We don't want you. Dar left. Mensa got over. Lash got over. Jakara got over. Lash and Jakara have crossed the line. I even think Mensa crossed the line once, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
And now Dar is back, and he's getting welcome back chants because fans have had the chance to miss him. I just hope he doesn't go back to the way he was prior, because that'll get the fans to turn on him right away. Getting some chops here to Dar, rocking him, trying to get some momentum. Irish whip reversed by Dar. Spinning back kick.
Yeah, but do you
Super
really
kick
give
from
him back?
Keen, drop Star.
Do you give him the
1,
cup back?
2, kick out. Go ahead.
Do you really give him the cup back though on his return?
I don't know. Like, it just kind of depends. Lexus going up to the top here. Got some evil intentions. Swanton misses. Dar on his feet. Big bass fist followed by an elbow.
Dude, those back fists.
Dar looks like he's favoring his leg there. That could be bad. Dar gets it. 3 count. He's just pinned Lexus King and regained control of the Heritage Cup.
What the fuck? Yo! What the hell?
Noam Dar is now a 4-time Heritage Cup champion. Of course, coming up later on tonight, our main event, Stephanie Vaquer defends the NXT Women's Championship against Roxanne Perez. I'm still kind of in shock about what we just saw there, bro.
You and me both. What the? So what does this mean for the North America? I don't know, dude. I can't. I can't even think outside the box like how we can you normally do. There's no way you have him lose the title that fast. This is only Ricky's second defense if he does it against Lexus, right?
I think so.
There's no way you would do that. You wouldn't pull that trigger.
No.
I guess that's just how they feel about Lexus, and there's no way they would call him to the main roster. He's nowhere near ready.
No. Well, I don't know. Ricky could go up there.
Ricky could because of his star power, but not Lexus.
No, so that's why you drop it.
Oh, okay. And then you draft Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, because you and me both said that he ain't gonna stay down there long. He's too big of a star. He's too over.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we kind of we're gonna have to see how they do it. At least tease him on the main roster so we can see what kind of poppy. Ricky will be over either way. He's one of those. He's got the mic skills. He's got the look. Maybe just a little bit of his height is playing against him, but this ain't the Vince McMahon era anymore. Cause I don't think he's 6 feet. I think he's a little under.
Yeah.
But that was a different era. That would be Vince that would look at him like that. I don't think Triple H looks at people like that.
He doesn't. He looks at who draws money.
Mm-hmm.
And Ricky draws money.
For real, for real. Ricky is money. Sounds like a tag we could give him. Ricky is money. Oh no, we can't because Melo's already money.
And Mela is money.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm a little taken back. This is stunning kind of booking, but Shawn Michaels knows what he's doing. I guess. I'm trying to. Something always clicks in my head, and I can see where they're going. I really can't click anything right now. What the? We'll have to be patient, I guess, right? See where they're going with it. Would be interesting if they do what you said, and Ricky says, "Man, you got nothing worth fighting over now." Getting my last CW commercial. Now I'm back. Are you back?
Yes. Sarah Schreiber backstage with Roxanne Perez.
Your girl. Saw a video of her actually
Says
speaking
Raw
Spanish.
after meeting was supposed to be her minute, her moment. Saying that she didn't know Julia had the same idea as hers. She's tired, she's drained, and she knows how it feels.
Oh, to hold the title and the company on her back. Yeah, she
Mhm.
does.
Stephanie may have walked into Vegas as champion, but Roxanne's going to walk out a three-time NXT Women's Champion. Fatal influence in the reign. Looks like Fallon's going to have a match here. Unfortunately, Fatal Influence getting the already in the reign treatment. This Thursday, JC Jane will be taking on Rosemary as a part of TNA Impact.
Hmm. Look
And
at that.
here comes Thea Hale. Thea Hale versus Fallon Henley. Let's go, Thea.
Ultimate Warrior Thea over here. She blows up before she even gets in the ring.
I will not take the disrespect on Thea's name. Thank you very much.
It's just Sparky. I love her.
You can't have all the same baby mamas I do, okay?
I'm just saying, she's funny. Not like that. Like a cool to hang out with. Like, yo, you have to steal the caffeine from her. Like, dude, that's enough. Her and Cappuccino Jones cannot hang out.
Nah, definitely. Bell Reigns, collar elbow tie up right out the gate. Fallon Henley from Fatal Influence versus Thea Hale. Got to keep in mind, JC and Jasmine are at ringside. Thea out there alone. Nice crossbody from Thea. Now she's unloading here on Fallon. Fallon going for a pump handle. Thea rolls it through, hooks the leg, gets a 1 count. Wheelbarrow takedown there from Fallon, gets a 1 count. Thea turned up and over, turns it into an arm drag. Thea with a wheelbarrow now, but Fallon turns it into an arm breaker. Going for the submission here. Thea clasping her hands, rolls Fallon up, gets a 1 count. And
Hmm.
now Thea trying to get Fallon in that Kimura, but Fallon gets the ropes. Referee breaks it up. Fallon throws Thea into the ropes. Now big boot from Fallon rocks Thea. Irish whip sends Thea in the corner here. Fallon charges in, misses. Thea with a boot to the face. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors from Hale. Double axe handle drops Fallon, and then there's another one.
Thea is hilarious, dude.
Kick to the knee. Short clothesline drops Fallon. Goes for an exploder. Fallon counters. Gets on her feet. Fallon goes again. Nice suplex over the head there. Thea rolls to the outside, but there's JC Jane. Fallon out to get her. Double team. JC with a pump kick to Fallon by accident. Thea moved out of the way. And a
Uh-oh.
headbutt from Thea to JC. That's a long overdue receipt.
Mm-hmm.
Thea throws Fallon back in the ring. Jasmine has got the ref distracted. Forearm from Thea to Jasmine. And now she goes right out there, up and over. Nice twisting power bomb and locking Fallon into the Kimura lock.
Oh, it's over.
Fallon taps Thea Hale with the victory.
The hell is
I love
funny.
that twisting tiger bomb there that Thea does. And now to your
Mm-hmm.
point at the outset, Ultimate Warrior style, shaking the ropes.
She I'm not calling her a dog, but anyways, but she's like when an animal catches the zoomies. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That's the hell like all the time.
Here comes the ruler. Still your NXT champion, Obafemi. He will be up next.
Which, I mean, I didn't think he would be champion. I thought he was gonna get drafted. Now, what do you think is next for him?
Not sure. We'll find out here in a moment, I'm sure.
Maybe retro. Oh, what do you call them? Red Shield Fusion attacks them.
Yep. Brett Shield Bution.
Hmm. I feel bad. I- like the everything awesome. I kind of feel bad for Fatal Attraction because they look like they're just being lost now,
Yeah.
and I like them.
I'm hoping I get a like or a retweet from Ren. Somebody posted the picture of her and Miles with Dark State and said that we all know that Ren would take Dark State out in a 1-on-4 match.
Mm-hmm.
And she quote tweeted it and said, I'll take the lot of them. And so I quote tweeted her. I was like, Ren XT needs to move to Wednesday nights. There's no good wrestling on TV that night.
Yeah. Hopefully, if things could just keep going positive for us. I'm getting that commercial about the Penn and Teller thing.
Mm,
So what is it, like a illusion audition show?
don't know.
Like America's Got Talent with all magicians? I mean, magicians.
Possibly.
I guess. Now, how do you fool someone that knows all the tricks to the trade?
That's the key, is that if you can trick them, you must be good.
Mm-hmm. Whatever.
My stomach is growling. I'm hungry.
I got.
Went to the store to go grab the rest of the stuff to make dinner tonight.
That's why I keep looking over to my right. I got room service, and I got that little like plate right there. They bring it out in the tray, all fancy schmancy, for a
Now
freaking
I'm getting the
salad.
color commercial.
I just cut a commercial off, and then it went back to commercial. Like it was gonna come back to the NXT, and then it went back to a different commercial. That was weird.
Same.
Oh, okay, you got that too.
Until her thing ended, it went to black screen, and then
Yeah.
another commercial started
Uh,
for another show here on the CW. From the executive producers of Virgin River.
it looks like another Lois and Clark type show.
Sullivan's Crossing.
Hmm.
And we're back. And here comes the current reigning, defending, and still NXT champion, the Rula Oba Femi.
Hmm.
That is a sharp-dressed brother there.
Right. Let's see what he talks about. Surprised Oba doesn't get those like Oba's gonna kill you type chants.
Right? Let's see what's on Oba's mind. Stand and Delivery did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Hmm. Dude, when did he go face?
Organic. It
Right?
is organic, just like Braun on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
He says he took Trick and Javon's dreams, burned them to flames. During the build-up to this match, I said a lot of things about Javon Evans.
Oh, is he gonna give him some praise?
The young OG's a lot better than I thought he was.
All right.
Although his time has not come, his best years are definitely ahead of him. Shout out to
Okay.
you, Javon.
Okay.
I think that's going to lead into what we think is going to happen even more.
Yup.
Crowd cheering for the young OG now. I have no love for Trick Williams. As good as he is, the ruler is just that much better.
There we go.
There go those horns.
Whoop that trick.
Trick not
Damn.
even letting the crowd get into it. He came right out cutting the music.
Dude, he got some tight ass pants on.
Trick saying you only won because you pinned Javon. Trick still wants his title back. Saying I ain't no regular Joe. I want my one-on-one. I'm the face of this brand. So I'm tired of running the play. I'm tired of letting people butt in. It's Joe Hendry. He says, I've seen all these bums in the back give what they want, and Joe Hendry's music hits. Joe Hendry is on NXT again.
I ain't no regular Joe. Say his name.
The fans at the Fountain Blue are singing along. They believe. Do you believe?
Dude, they said I ain't no regular Joe when fucking Joe Hendry comes out. I didn't even put two and two together.
He waves his hands from side to side.
Joe Hendry WrestleMania shirt.
I know, dude. I want that shirt so fucking bad. You have no idea. That's why I sent you the shop link. Because I figured you were going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe with the turn. Trick looking at him with the stink eye.
If I do well at the casino tonight, I'm definitely getting that shirt.
Joe Hendry is back in NXT.
I mean, he's in Vegas already.
Trick Williams, you're not the same person I teamed with back in the fall. The rumors are true. You've changed.
Uh-oh.
Now all you do is sulk and self-pity. I proved what happens when you listen to the fans, and I did it at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd chanting, we believe. Trick, I'm going to tell you because no one else will. Did you ever think that maybe the reason you didn't win the title back is because of you?
Mm.
Maybe, just maybe, Trick Williams is a whiny bitch. Oh, the
Damn.
glasses are coming off.
Mm-hmm.
Trick saying, you had your 5 minutes on Sunday.
Mm.
Trick saying, I believe you don't belong here. I believe you don't fit in. I believe you got your ass whooped on Sunday. Let's talk about it. And I believe you could take that title, go back to where you belong while the big dogs talk.
Oh. Trying to play TNA.
So I did lose to Randy Orton, but I did it in front of 60,000 people.
Mm. Good point.
Joe Hendry's got some business to discuss with the NXT champion.
Uh-oh.
Don't make the same mistake that Moose did. Trick getting ping-ponged by Hendry and Femi. Double team throws Trick out of the ring here. Sounds to me like we may be building towards Joe Hendry versus Oba Femi. But that's if Joe Hendry can get through this weekend as still the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, as he has to defend against the King of TNA, Frankie Kazarian, and all ego Ethan Page.
I doubt he will.
We're out in the desert here.
Why are we in the desert?
Stacks.
Oh, I thought it was a commercial.
It's going to be Luca. Luca pulling up. Remember, he said to answer his phone call when he calls.
Yeah.
Luca Crucifino.
Nice Dodge Charger. Shit. Having a meeting in the desert. I hope there's not a grave dug out. You know how mafia movies are.
Casino. You know how many problems are buried in that Vegas desert? I've seen it. Wow. Luca was about to say, oh, fuck, and they cut to black to censor it.
Mm-hmm. The plot thickens. But let's talk about Joe Hendry's week, man. What a week he's having, huh?
Bro.
Now I'm half expecting him to show up on SmackDown. They're gauging his popularity, man. I'm telling you, that contract's up. He's going to be WWE full time, and he's one that could bypass
Did you
NXT.
listen to Triple H on the press conference?
No.
When he was talking about Joe Hendry, he was like, I told him, it was like, this is your first WrestleMania, but it's not going to be your last.
Oh.
That already tells you, man, the plans are in motion. He has been a part of the WWE since this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
And title matches, PLEs, Royal Rumble debut, WrestleMania debut. Dude, come Royal Rumble next year, Joe Hendry will be an official member of the WWE roster.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be on Raw or SmackDown. He won't be in NXT. He will be an official member of the main roster. They are not going to hide him on NXT.
Mm-hmm. He
Mark
fits SmackDown.
my
He already
word.
wears all blue.
That's not about shout. Make him a SmackDown superstar.
Yeah.
Blue and white is SmackDown's colors.
Oh man. Imagine. Just imagine they trust him so much that in December, when Cena's doing all this and doing all that, he loses the title to Joe Henry. Joe Henry's the one to retire him. Can you imagine that blessing?
My God, dude, he wants a match with Cena so bad for his retirement. What if he's seen his last match?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine?
Dude, I think you might be onto something, bro. I think you might be onto something, bro. Even if Money in the Bank cashes in and takes it off of Hendry,
Mm-hmm.
what if?
I'm telling you. I might be jumping in. I might have to, if they announce the PLE, I might have to book a hotel that weekend because I'll probably jump up and down and disturb everybody in that house. Very quickly, I like to think there's 14 of y'all watching, and 8 of them are on my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please, please subscribe. Somebody unsubscribed because I was at 130. It's at 129. So I don't know what I did to
Boo.
piss somebody off, but boo. You gotta guess who it was, though. I'll tell you backstage.
Another Talladega race commercial. And we are back.
I was just gonna say I'm back.
Shot at the Intuit Dome. Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank in Los Angeles, California. Back-to-back PLEs. WWE looking to put us in the grave on June 7th.
Birthday month for me.
Backstage now, Sarah Schreiber with Sol Ruka and Zarya.
See what Zarya has to say
Ooh,
about.
Liv and Raquel here interrupting things with Sol and Zarya.
Uh-oh.
Maybe Sol can give Zarya one of her titles so you don't feel left out.
Mm-hmm.
Keep walking before I add a third title to my collection. Trick throwing shit backstage. Trick is losing it. Got like a gray screen. I'm not even seeing video. I'm just hearing audio. Now there's a black screen. When we go to Javon Evans here, interesting. You can hear Ava in the background screaming at Trick, but we weren't able to see anything. Miles Bourne and Ren Sinclair already in the ring as Javon makes his way out. Just adding a little bit more to the credence there, Walter, because they got the already in the ring entrance. And here comes the dark state. Where are they coming from? There's Cutler James, there's Shaquan Sugars, there's Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin. Looks like it's going to be Dion and Osiris in the match here, representing Dark State, Shaquan Sugars and Cutler James outside the ring. Dion Lennox and Miles Bourne looks like they're going to start things off. Bell sounds here. Collar elbow tie up. Lennox backs Bourne in the corner. Bourne reverses. Nice headlock takedown from Lennox. Bourne uses the legs to reverse out. Bourne goes for the up and over. Bourne with the wrist lock, has some momentum here still. Tag to Javon Evans. Double axe handle to the arm of Lennox here. Now Lennox with the right drops Javon Evans. Irish whip sends Evans into the ropes. Take over to Harris. Evans bounces off the top rope into another head scissors takedown. Tag to Osiris Griffin. Osiris catches Javon, rams him into the turnbuckle pad here. Javon able to sidestep, starts unloading on Osiris. Javon short jabs here, sticking and moving. Osiris uses his strength, pushes him off, and then a forearm smash drops Evans. Irish whip. Nice super kick there from Evans to Osiris. Huge jumping drop kick, and now one from Bourne to Dion Lennox. Think these guys are going to fly, get a little bouncy here. Javon Evans off the rope. Suicide dive through the ropes, but Griffin catches him. And here comes Miles Bourne now. Up and over, Tope Con Hello takes out the members of Dark State. And Bourne is fired up here. Take a look at it again. Great air there from Miles Bourne. And we go to commercial. Still on a phone call there, Walter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus. Javon Edwards and Miles Bourne. I was trying to wear the banner too. Which two of these fools representing him?
It's Dion Lennox and Osiris Griffin.
Can't stand when somebody like just won't hang up.
I got you there. I understand that.
It's like I did what you wanted. Bye. I want to see if we're right. Come on, give it to us. Javon Edwards is the leader, or Trick is the leader. Something.
Whatever is going to happen, I think we're right about it happening here.
Mm-hmm.
The way that Trick is tearing things up backstage.
Yeah, they made Trick look like a punk just now. Go ahead, read it over.
kind of bummed Noah must have his stuff on silent because I messaged him both about Noam Dar and Joe Hendry, and he hasn't seen anything yet.
Oh yeah, he's probably taking a nap or out for the night. He was like, I don't have to be on duty tonight,
Mm-hmm.
which he couldn't have found the stream
There's a
anyway. That's
new
just,
episode on Thursdays.
I just coincidentally forgot I had a hotel reservation. I'm like, oh yeah, I could just use the TV. If YouTube TV was cheaper, I would work with it. But man, it's gone in the last 5 years. It's almost double price, or last 3 years, I should say. Please let this be the last damn commercial. It's a CW commercial. I'm assuming it's the last one.
I've got a regular commercial, not a CW one. All right, we're back. Javon Evans in there with those Cyrus Griffin right now as we come back. Irish whip. Javon Evans springboards off the top, caught by Griffin. Nice fall away slam there by Griffin. Looked a little sloppy, but he also didn't have great grip on Javon, so it looked good for what it was. I don't want to make it sound like Osiris is sloppy, but it looked good for the way he had him there.
Yep. Dude, Miles Bourne
He'll
looks like a
look
young.
devastating.
Miles Bourne looks like Randy Orton, dude.
Randy
I need to
Orton.
see that match. Randy Orton versus Miles. He looks like when Orton would
Javon
shave
thrown
his
into the
head
dark here.
and hear voices.
Mhm.
Yeah. And he's big like him too. I bet you Miles is at least 6'4".
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Deion Lennox pulls Javon into a short clothesline there, hooks the leg, gets two. Javon kicks out. Deion jaw-jacking Miles Bourne here. Shaquan and Cutler on the outside watching. Ranson are out there for the NQCC and Miles. Javon unloading some rights onto Deion, but Deion has Javon in the dark state corner. Osiris coming in. Irish whips Javon into Deion, who pops him up. Osiris catches him with a running power slam, gets two. Bourne breaks up the pinfall.
Come on,
Osiris
get the tag.
has Javon. Nice jawbreaker there by Evans.
Javon's in a desperate need of a tag, dude.
Mm-hmm. Deion tags. Javon goes for the enziguri. Deion ducks it. Javon tries to jump over Deion, get the tag to Bourne. Roll through. Gets a 2 count on Deion. Javon ducks the clothesline, gets the hot tag to Bourne. Here comes Miles Bourne in now.
There we go.
unloading on the members of Dark State.
Those clotheslines don't help the Randy Orton comparison.
Nor that drop kick. And even the way he whipped the head, there's that spinning power slam, very Orton-esque. There's another one. I think I just saw Charlie Dempsey on the ring entrance there. I think him and Tavion might be here now.
Somebody was up there. I just didn't see who it was.
Bourne has Dion up on the shoulders here. Nice neck breaker, back breaker there off the DVD. Osiris makes the save. Yeah, there's Dempsey and Tavion up on the entranceway. Javon with the springboard clothesline drops Griffin. Javon's feeling it. Gonna get bouncy. Springboard's over. Osiris catches him, rams him into the hardest part of the apron. Dion with a huge spine buster onto Miles. Gets the tag to Osiris. Pop-up power bomb. Double team. Osiris goes for the pinfall. Two,
That's gotta be it.
3.
Yeah. Mm. Nice. Come on, come on, come on. Why is no quarter just standing up there?
I don't know. Even Ren's kind of looking at him like, why aren't you helping? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Nothing happened.
That was like a Bray Wyatt type, like the
It
Wyatt
very
6.
much was like a Wyatt 6 type of cut there.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know how much I liked Dempsey and Tavion standing on the entrance ramp. Like, what are y'all doing?
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe
why are you doing this without us? Might be some dissension in the NQCC as we go backstage to Shawn Spears and Ava.
Maybe they feel like we won our Bloodsport matches. Why are you doing this on your own and didn't wait for us? Interesting.
Yoshiki and Amura now in talking to Ava.
The hell does this have to do with anything?
Saying his time is coming to an end. He wants to say thank you. You deserve more respect. I think he has a crush on her. I feel bad. And then Briggs were almost tag champs. Briggs and Inamura against Hank and Tank next week. Oh, and he gives Ava a hug. I think he's got a crush on Ava.
Dude, he just bowed to her. So they get a tag team?
Japanese secret. He may have just played Ava.
Are you serious? He just finagled a way into a rematch, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm getting a freaking Burger King commercial. Damn. What would the counter have been with the fuck televisions?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I can't wait to tell you something off air. Yeah.
Main event is going to be Roxanne challenging Stephanie for the NXT Women's Championship, Dwayne. Glad you were here, though.
Woo! Wow. I may have developed another daughter Sita there.
Mm.
Actually, let me find out how old they are. I got a black screen like they're coming back.
I've still got a commercial.
And I just went into another one. There we go. Now I just came back. You back yet?
Yes, I can hear it, but I was sending an email.
Oh, okay.
Tony checking in with Rizzo.
Bet you wish you could knock at her hotel door.
Hey, she's finishing packing. Can't believe that Stax did what he did. Tony says he's good. Neither one of them have heard from Luca.
Dude, they are mafia moving movie
They are. That's
ninjas.
what I love about it, man.
Uh.
I'm loving this shit. Rizzo's trying to have a sit down,
Exactly what they requested in The Sopranos when you have a sit down.
saying he declared war. I can't put you at risk, Riz. Tony's saying that she can't go home. It's not safe. He wants her to hide out, go to a safe
Mm.
house.
Dude, safe house. Yeah, they really think they're the boss. This is hilarious, dude. They got two of my guys. Wow.
My thing just froze.
Mm. Mine's just moved up to
Okay, I'm
an
back.
interview.
Yeah, I've got Ricky and
Hey,
Ethan now.
yeah, I was gonna say.
There's Lexus Keen attacking Ricky. You cost me my Heritage Cup. Now next week I'm gonna take your North American title. Ethan saying, I guess we'll pick this up another time, Ricky. Interesting. Accusing Paige of taking Noam out, which couldn't have been because Ethan was still in AEW land at that point.
Mm-hmm. They
Ricky's
don't
saying
want
that he knows what it's like to be sidelined with an injury for almost a year and be forgotten about. A little shot at Tony Khan there.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Roxanne on her way to the ring as we make a commercial.
God damn it. I love when Roxanne does that entrance backwards. I had to deal with Jericho doing it all these years. I'm glad I get to see Roxanne do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why you cutting it off? Can we get limited commercials for the main event or some crap?
Right?
I don't know, man. I think Raw raised my expectations so much. NXT has been good, but it's like I'm not flipping off the wall like Raw.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, it's my NXT. Joe Henry freaking showed up, but it's been segment, promo, and I think this is only the third actual match. Which granted Raw had a lot of talking segments too, but some shit happened. I mean Raw, Braun joined. Rusev debuted. I mean, NXT, no offense, but Noam Dar came back. It's like, yay, let's throw a parade or something. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Mm. Hopefully, the main event makes up for it all.
I mean, it hasn't been a bad show.
Yeah, it's not bad by all means, but it's just I don't know. I think Raw set the bar too high. Is what happened.
Well, and it should because that's the main show. It's the A show. At the
Mhm.
end of the day, NXT is the C show.
Mhm.
So for NXT, I think they've done really good. We had a great tag team title match. We
Mhm.
saw the return of Noam Dar winning the Heritage Cup. We saw Joe Hendry show up.
Awesome.
You know, Trick looks like he's snapped. You know, we got Lexis Keen versus Ricky Saints next week. And Amura either has a crush on Ava or hustled a tag team title shot. Jury's still out as far as how that one went.
Probably a little mixture of both.
You know, and now we've got the main event coming up here in a matter of moments.
I did like the Tony D thing because I felt like I'm watching Sopranos or something. I'm getting some progressive thing. Mine's is a little ahead. I'm gonna shut up. Wait till you see what I just saw.
Okay, hold on.
Let me stare at the camera because I want to.
Got their hand on a door here.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Light goes on. What is this?
Give me a second.
Opening a suitcase, briefcase here. Chase U! Andre Chase with the Chase U sweatshirt. We're fucking back, baby. Yes!
That's why I gave you a solo shot. I wanted to see that reaction.
We are back, baby. Chase U is back.
I shit you now. When I saw that briefcase, I thought it was still part of the Tony D thing. Didn't you
Same.
get that feeling like it was still part of that mafia thing?
Mm-hmm. Very much so. Very much so.
Charles hot take. He thinks Rhea's gonna pop up on NXT.
Well, I mean, Rhea did get involved at the end of the segment yesterday, and Io was involved in it as well. So Io could get involved too.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the 5 women involved were Io, Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne, and Rhea. And 3 of those women reside down here in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes the champion, La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer.
Looking good.
Challenger, Roxanne Perez, looking to become a 3-time NXT Women's Champion.
That ties a record, right? Or does that break it?
It would break it, I believe.
Mm.
I believe 2 is the record.
Okay.
Bell sounds here. Go down to Mike Rome for the introductions.
I think Mike Rome does a good job. He's got his own style. It's not like he's trying to copy Samantha Irvin like most other women try to do. So, and he's not copying Gene Okerlund or nobody.
Referee holding the championship high in the sky. Referee calls for the bell yet again here. Main event is underway. Roxanne pushing Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie pushes back. Roxanne goes for a slap. Stephanie blocks it. Roxanne tries to go for some mounted offense here early on. Stephanie back to the corner. Waist lock from Stephanie takes Roxanne down to the mat. Roxanne rolling through, has the hammer lock on, gets a 1 count. Getting that wrist control in the early going. La Primera rolls through, grabs the leg, takes her down. Going into a front face lock here. Great ground wrestling here in the early going from these two women.
Would you expect any less?
Take Stephanie over. Stephanie reverses. There are 1 counts. And we got a standoff here.
Ooh.
Stephanie uses her legs to pin Roxanne's hand. Great leg strength from Stephanie, rolling Roxanne up, gets a 2 count. 1 count there from Vaquer. Roxanne trips the legs, gets a 1 count. Roxanne picks Stephanie up. Going for the Magistral Cradle. Gets a 2 count on Vaquer. Stephanie going to set up for the Devil's Kiss early? No. Nice pin. I thought she was going to go for it the way she started to lock her up.
I got happy for a second.
I think Roxanne may have expected it, and that's why she turned it into a pinning combination.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne with the side headlock here. Gets shot into the ropes. Uses Stephanie's hair to throw her on the mat. Leapfany. Roxanne was going for a roll through. Stephanie grabbed the legs, got a 2. Roxanne rolled through, got a 2 count. Roxanne has Stephanie in the corner there. Nice arm wringer. Irish whip sends Vaquer into the opposite corner. Vaquer up and rolls through. Roxanne back to that side headlock.
Damn, no one can keep momentum.
Nope, they're both very evenly matched.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, world-renowned international superstar. Roxanne, a journeywoman here in the independents.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Now,
Here we go.
No, rolling through. Again, blocking the Devil's Kiss.
God damn you, Roxanne.
Crowd booing. Thought you were going to get all Booker T-esque here for a minute. Have yourself a heart attack. Rake to the eyes by the Prodigy.
That was smart to use the apron as a distraction.
Boot to the face of Stephanie. Knees to the arm there. And you figure Roxanne's got that crippler crossface. Weak the arm there. Going to picture here. Roxanne keeping the offense.
This week has worn us both out.
Mm-hmm. Roxanne with a jumping arm breaker there. Going back to that arm, hooks the legs, gets a 2 count. You can tell Roxanne's trying to weaken the arm there for her crossface.
Hell yeah, she's targeting it. Not only weaken it for the crossface, but kind of hard to do her finisher with a messed up arm, and she's got to lift all your weight.
Mm-hmm. Now Roxanne stepping onto Stephanie here in the corner. Nice leg strike there. Foot to the chest. Roxanne kind of admiring her handiwork.
Mm-hmm. And you're admiring her.
Apologies for the yawning. To Walter's point, we're still very much exhausted from the past week.
Hell yeah.
And then trying to life in the days now that we don't have as many. I don't think I'm actually going to get to sleep until Friday because I work
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow and Thursday.
Plus, we literally had an impromptu business meeting that we didn't know we were going to end up having.
Yep. And some of that business is coming out on X. If you see my latest tweet,
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne went for a stomp. Stephanie able to roll through, got a 2 count there. Stephanie running up to the top rope here. Springboard got crotched there by Roxanne. Arm wringer again. That arm has got to seriously be hurting La Primera at this point in the match.
Hell yeah. You can see it's the point of her focus.
Stephanie with the right to Roxanne. Roxanne gives her a receipt. Back to full screen here, thank God.
Right?
Nice forearm there by Roxanne. And the receipt from Stephanie Vaquer here. Irish whip reversed by Roxanne. Another jumping arm breaker onto that already softened up arm. Drop kick to the arm. Going for a vertical suplex on Vaquer, but Vaquer fights out of it.
Mm.
Duck of the clothesline, slap to Roxanne, kick to the midsection, headbutt from Stephanie. Super kick to the chest. 619 connects from Vaquer.
That was like a reverse 619.
Springboard cross body onto Roxanne on the entranceway. And take a look at it again here.
Mm.
Don't forget we have Battleground May 25th from Tampa, Florida.
Gino's
Eat
neck of the woods.
defeat from Vaquer to Perez. Meteora from Stephanie to Roxanne.
Beautiful Meteora.
Roxanne, center of the ring. She points at Booker T.
That means she's
Think
going
it's
for
time
it.
now. Turns
Uh-huh.
over Devil's Kiss. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Look at Booker T in the
7,
corner.
8, 9, 10.
Mm.
Oh yeah, man.
I love how she points to Booker T first to let him know what she's about to do. That's funny that
Hooks
she's
both
embracing
legs,
that.
got a 2 count. Yeah, that is great of her to do that. Crowd chanting one more time.
Booker T will
Roxanne
have a heart
rocks up
attack.
for the SBD. Roxanne counters. Rolled through. She was looking for that crossface, but Stephanie was able to shift the momentum. Super kick from Perez.
Connected too.
Wheelbarrow into a backbreaker of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne looked like she was trying to turn it into a bulldog. Stephanie going to the top rope here. This could be a mistake. Pulls Stephanie down by that injured arm. Roxanne back in.
How smart was
Head
that?
scissors takedown into the crossface.
There we go.
Crippler crossface locked in by the Prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
Is Stephanie going to tap here? It's deep.
Tap.
Roxanne pushes off the bottom rope, rolls her back into the center of the ring.
Is she gonna tap?
Pinfall gets two. Roxanne to a pinfall. Stephanie reverses. Roxanne reverses. All kinds of 2 counts. Roxanne back to her feet.
Roll over, rolling, rolling,
Spin
rolling.
kick to the gut. Irish whip off the rope. Going for pop rocks out of the corner here. Stephanie able to counter it. Dragon screw leg whip to Roxanne.
Dragon screw legs. That hurts.
Got her hooked up. SVD connects. 1,
Got it.
2, 3. That is it. Stephanie Vaquer just retained the title.
That's what I'm talking about.
No interference or anything here.
No, nice clean win. Roxanne put a hell of an effort though.
La Primera retains.
Nice. Good win. Very good win.
Here comes Julia, the former champion.
Uh-oh.
And there's Jordan Grace up in the crowd. And we are off the air now.
Did you see Jordan Grace in the little background?
Yeah, I called it.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. What the No, can we? No, enough triple threats. Enough, please. No. Let Julia and Jordan fight over the #1 contendership. Don't make it a triple threat, please. I don't know about you, JJ. I'm a little triple threaded out. How about you?
Yeah.
So that's it. That concludes the NXT. Good show. Good show. But like you said, you consider it's considered by them to be the WC. No, Charles, please, no.
No more triple threats. Delete.
Yeah. Please, no mas. Like a Roberto Duran, no mas. Stephanie can say, "You bitches fight for over," and then you come see me after you're done. No more. I'm good on tournaments and I'm good on triple threats.
Definitely.
But there we
All
have
right,
it.
well, that
NXT.
wraps it up there.
Yeah, post NXT.
Whew. What did everyone think? Let us know.
That's fair. He agrees that both of us we're all triple threaded out, but it is WWE. I mean, I guess it's one. That's a problem when you have such a star-studded roster. You have to make multi-person matches because you don't want to leave people out.
Hmm.
So I guess it's a good problem to have, right?
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Good show. Good show. We'll take a second here to run our trailer one more time, and then we'll come back and do the shills.
All right.
And now for a taste of things to come.
All the professional wrestling and more.
Damn it.
No shortage of archived footage in the last week.
No, not. None. Plenty of shit.
But yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here. Let's tell people where they can find us, and please stay tuned. I'm telling you guys, we can't confirm, but big things are coming.
Yes. All right. So you can find our good buddy Ash at Batty for Wrestling on youtube.com/Batty for Wrestling and on X at Shadow Bat Ash. Of course, the Simple Man Noah Foster, Facebook Noah Foster, X, Insta, and YouTube N Foster 1916. James at J Hebertside 95 on X, Insta, and YouTube, and on Facebook at James Hebman Hebert. You can find me at the Renegade JJ Williams on Insta, on YouTube, Casa D18 Studios, on X, ROWJJ Williams, and Casa D18 Studio. Walter.
Find me at the Rage of Wrestling YouTube channel, the bread and butter of it all. The Instagram, Walter.Cruz.940, and of course, Twix at Walter Alex Cruz, which should be a simple spaces tomorrow, Wednesday. Should be 3 p.m.
There you go.
But you might as well show the spaces too.
Fair enough. Just because I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing one Thursday or not. So, because I have to work. But you can find Walter Simple Spaces Wednesday. Definitely check out Rockin' Ropes on Friday and Sunday. And I believe Wrestling with Tism will be back on Saturday as well.
Okay. Nice. So, thank you for those of you who have tuned in.
Yes.
Please spread the word. Word of mouth is very, very important for what we do.
Yes. Understated. Yes. Definitely need that. So make sure you guys check us out on all our socials. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And then be on the lookout for because your boys are trying to make some big moves. Like Walter said, we had a little business meeting before we came on the air, unexpected, and we're hoping that something will come out of that that'll be big for us. And once we know for sure, we will let you guys know. So until then, for Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz, I am the Renegade of Wrestling JJ Williams. Thank y'all for joining us and tuning in to our NXT After Stand and Deliver stream. And we'll catch you guys next time.